Welcome to Sit Downs with City Lifestyle, Vegas Edition podcast. My name's Chrissy Bound. I'm the owner of Henderson City Lifestyle, and we are here with our Meet the Partners series with a special guest, Dr. Candice Fortunato, owner of Skin Tonic. Welcome.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here. This is really exciting.
Yes, we got a whole behind-the-scenes tour on for social media right before we started.
Exactly. So. It's a unique experience, and I'm glad to be here.
Well, we're thrilled. For those who may not know what Skin Tonic is, tell us a little bit about it.
Skin Tonic is a med spa located in West Henderson in the Inspirada area. We're doing injectables, we're doing facials, we're concentrating on that self-care moment for everyone.
I love it.
Both men and women. We're opening it up to everybody.
That's great. And you had such a great story for the inspiration behind opening Skin Tonic. And if you don't mind sharing, I would love to share that story a little bit with our audience.
It's so fitting today because it's my mom's birthday, August 29th. And we were both into this. So basically, we were always mother and daughter team. I'm her only child, so we would always just do fun things together. I spent a decade in the hospital. I was doing acute hospitalist medicine, taking care of adults, but mostly children. And this was our hobby together. We would do beauty things. So whether it was facials or makeup or hair care or just like indulging in ourselves and having a girly moment, this is how we would bond.
I love it.
So after her passing, a friend of mine said, are you wanting to get into aesthetics? And I said, sure, why not? I mentioned that it was either a way to distract myself from her grief or dedicate it to her. Right.
And you dedicated it to her.
I sure did.
Oh my God, Candice, I'm going to tear up right now. Like the fact that you're here today on her birthday too is so meaningful and just amazing. And I think it's so wonderful that you're honoring her in this way. And that it was something that you guys just enjoyed doing together first.
Absolutely. So even in the building of Skin Tonic, she's in every layer that was there. Her spirit, her vibration, her energy was just felt in every single layer. So even when my dad was in there and we're doing the final touches, he goes, your mom is here.
Oh my gosh.
Your mom is absolutely here. So there's a plaque at Skin Tonic that just describes that her angel mother presence is
watching over you.
That's what Skin Tonic is, like a living testament to her. I live more boldly because of her. I live more in touch with others, and I just know that time isn't promised to anyone, so I'm going to set forth to achieving any wild dreams I have and not look in the rearview mirror.
I love that so much. And you are all about high frequency, high vibes, positivity, alignment, which speaks to everything that you're doing now through your aesthetics, which is amazing.
I think it's so important that when we are feeling that vibration, we bounce that off to other. And so when anyone comes into the clinic, they're already feeling it through and through. The first part is like this consultation process, and I really don't say, oh, this is the procedure that you need. I ask, why are you doing this? Has there been a major landmark moment that you've just overcome or that you're looking forward to? And then when we have that moment of confidence that we're either celebrating or yet to achieve, then everything else falls in line. That's what I love about it.
And it makes for a more natural flow of the experience and the outcome too, I'm sure.
Absolutely, because then we're celebrating all of these mini milestones in achieving that goal or of celebrating ourselves. Love it. It makes the process so much more fun and enjoyable. I know everyone's story. That treatment chair is like a therapy chair, and we share very intimate moments.
Of course.
Real insecurities, real vulnerabilities. We laugh. Like that place can get...
It can get rowdy in there.
It can get rowdy.
Yes.
So it's either like Zen-like and really introspective, reflective, or we're hamming it up. Like they can probably hear us 3 buildings down.
I love it.
One or the other.
But either way, it's good vibes only.
It is.
It's good vibes only.
It is. It's not about the appearance. It's not about the aesthetics of it. It's really about the deep down,
how you make people
stuff.
feel.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's a huge part of it. It's such a confidence boost for people who we don't know what people are going through in their life. And I think it's great that you take the time to ask those questions and really try to understand where they're coming from, because it really can be a major confidence boosting experience for them. So I think that's so great. And for those who may not know may not be as familiar, tell us a little bit about some of the procedures that you offer.
Sure. So everyone's heard of Botox. That's
course,
probably the number one procedure that we do there. We do fillers, so not just kind of like the gel-like fillers that we're all familiar with, but more biostimulator fillers. These are revolutionary. These are really natural. We're inducing someone's own collagen or elastin. So it's really unique to the person.
Okay.
As we say, we're always restoring someone's lost volume. I'm not trying to augment anything. We also do really great microneedling procedures with or without heat. We're introducing regenerative molecules to everyone, such as exosomes, such as polydeoxyribonucleotides, if you can say that 3 times fast.
Exactly. What?
Right? Okay, so this one's the virally known salmon sperm facial.
Yes, okay, I've heard of this.
I
did this. You did this for me recently, yes.
We call it a superfood smoothie. So it's got like vitamins, amino acids, these small DNA chunks, these exosomes with growth factors and coenzymes, and all of these instructions on how your skin can build collagen and elastin to give it its best glow.
Oh my gosh. I have to tell you, so we did the facial, and then 2 days later, I went to Nashville to see one of my cousins.
Okay.
And she said to me, she's like, your skin looks amazing.
Poppin'?
Amazing. It was popping. It was popping. It was great. And it was funny because she saw me both with makeup on and with makeup off because I was staying in her house. And even with makeup off, she was like, what are you using on your for your skin? And I said,
Dr. Candice.
I said I have Dr. Glow Up, so which is how you're also known on social media as Dr. Glow Up.
Yes,
because you help people find their glow up.
Yes, absolutely.
And it worked. It absolutely worked. My cousin was like, whatever you're using, I need it. And I was like, well, come and see my girl. Come to Vegas and see my friend.
And even in the meantime, I think that I can get her started on a skincare regimen that's going to be really, powerful and rejuvenative.
Well, and one of the things you've mentioned a lot is that skincare is different for everybody because everyone's skin is completely unique to them. And so, with your background, focusing on the dermatology side of it, focusing on all these different things that are hormones, dermatology, all the things, it all plays a factor into how it's impacting our skin, breakouts, redness, lines, everything. And so it really does, when you said that, you're like, it has to be completely custom because there's no one size fits all for every single person. You could be siblings in the same family and have completely opposite skin.
Absolutely. We with the classic sort of French things, so acids, retinols, they can be a little bit harsh, and that's the part that requires a lot of tailoring to someone's skin. A lot of these new molecules, the regenerative stuff, gets a little bit more universal in a way because everyone needs that collagen and elastin and decreasing inflammation and improving your glow. Like that's a universal recipe for everyone. What I also love to say is that I hook them in with the skin, but what I love is the transformation that's underneath. So the fact that I know that I'm improving someone's holistic health, skin, and way deeper down to their confidence, that's the real uplifting part for me.
Well, and you're seeing a lot of men too.
Absolutely.
So do you find that men are a little hesitant to come in and...
Yes. There's a stigma that's involved. They don't, a lot of times they don't want to say, oh, I want to go and get a facial. I want to... So a lot of them are coming to Skin Tonic because of a lot of the hair services and scalp services that we have. That's their hook.
Yeah.
That's their hook, line, and sinker. And then they come in and they go, well, I do want, better skin. And I go, okay, do you want to use one thing in the morning and one thing at night? Could we both agree to that's a...
That's doable. That's doable. One thing in the morning and one thing at night. Yeah.
And so then I rope them in with like a skincare product that's got 10 things in it.
Yeah.
And then one nighttime product that's got 3 things in it. And so for me, I know I'm layering triple work, quadruple work. And so then they come back a month later and they're like, okay, I'll do whatever you say. And I'm like, okay, fantastic.
They start to see that difference and they're like, there's something to this.
They do.
It's so funny. My husband's got to come in. He has to come in and see you guys because he's in the sun all the time. And he has good skin naturally, so he's never really had to do a whole lot for it. But now I'm like, we're getting to a certain age where this sun, exactly. It's going to start, that sun's going to be catching up real quick. So you'll definitely be seeing him at some point. But he's not one would shy away from any type of facial or grooming experience
Right.
either. So
No,
it feels good.
As soon as they feel the indulgence,
Yeah.
they feel the self-care moment,
Yep.
and they know that other men are doing it too, they're in. They're
Yeah.
all in. And
Yeah.
they are. So men, everyone's doing it. So just come on in and do it.
Come on in and do it. Exactly. Join us. It's wonderful.
It
It's so
is.
funny.
It is.
And it also makes for a great holiday gift too for either a man or a woman, because we have the holidays that are going to be here. We're literally going to blink and it's going to be Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up.
Absolutely.
But if people are looking for a gift idea or something, like, they can get a gift card, they can get different serums. I mean, what are some of the things you see people buying?
Gift card's the most easiest
sure.
option. So we'll have spouses come in and they go, okay, usually it's the husband that comes in and they're like, my wife comes here, she can't stop raving about it.
Yeah.
What do I get her?
Yep.
And they're looking at the shelves and they're like, eh.
Yeah.
So I said,
They're sitting there with like a fake lost sign. Help me! Help!
So I
funny.
just tell them, like, get a gift card. It's the easiest. But we also have a track of the things that they've purchased. So if they
that's
want to
great.
get exactly the same serum that she's already been purchasing, or we always keep track of recommendations that we've made. And they're like, oh, is there something that she's been looking at and just hasn't purchased yet? I got you. Like, we've got this down. But of course, gift cards always the easiest.
For sure.
And like you mentioned, the holidays are coming up.
Yeah.
This is a huge time that there's a lot of reunions.
Oh my God,
right?
yeah.
And so everyone wants to look their best.
Yes.
You can't come to me 2 weeks before your event and say like, oh my gosh,
Work a miracle.
like work a miracle. Like
Yeah.
we need a couple months.
Yeah.
We need some time to do some regular facials, get you on a correct skincare regimen, do some microneedling, do some biostimulator, ease some of those wrinkles so that you can be your best during those holiday parties.
With all the photos, all the events, all the things. You're right. I mean, and it's true. It does take a little bit of build-up time.
It
so
does.
it's
It
smart to
does.
start now if you haven't.
Exactly. And again, it's not about the photos. It's like it's
How you
reflecting
feel.
how you present yourself
100%.
at that get-together.
Yeah, I mean, I had my 20-year high school reunion last year, and leading up to that, it was like, all right, I need some prep time, I need some
Yeah.
stuff done, but
Yeah.
but no, you're right. It's about the confidence that you feel by, not only just how you look externally, but like knowing that you made the investment in yourself. And self-care is something that you talk a lot about, and it's so important to you, and for a lot of different reasons. But share why you feel everyone needs self-care.
I have to remind everyone that self-care is not selfish, right? It is not it shouldn't have any guilt that's associated or tied in with it. So I often get a lot of tears in that consultation chair.
I bet.
Because I said, you deserve this. You are absolutely deserving of this investment and time to yourself, and you're absolutely deserving of this whole glow up process, so often, again, more tailored towards women, but men too. They have a budget in mind and they feel guilty for not giving this to their kids or giving this to their spouse or giving this to their pets or anyone that they feel is in their inner circle. In fact, they would much rather gift someone a facial than take it themselves.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I have to remind them, no, you are absolutely deserving of this. And then they have to sit back and pause and let that sink in. And it's not as easy as you would think to let that love, that self-love sink in.
To let it flow through.
To let it flow through.
100%.
So I have to be their gentle or not so gentle reminder that it's absolutely okay.
It's okay and needed.
And
Put your face
needed.
mask on first, right?
Yes.
Help yourself. And,
Put your oxygen mask on first.
Yes.
Every flight attendant will tell you, and so will Dr. Me.
Yeah. Dr. Glow Up. I love the Dr. Glow Up as well. I think that's such a cute name. I mean, and what was the impetus of Dr. Glow Up?
So when I was first going into aesthetics, I think I felt that glow up in myself. And I know that I was starting that process in others. And I think at that point, the glow up was just starting. And so then I just tagged that doctor on it because I'm proud of that title.
100%.
I've earned that title.
It's hard work.
It is. It was really hard work. And so I do remember when I established my bank account, when I established my business license with that moniker, it was a little like, I think I got some looks like, really?
Yeah.
And then I just said, yeah, That's what it is. That's me. And then everyone came around to embrace it. And I just go with it. I think it sets me apart from others. And
for sure,
I'm happy to be unique in that aspect.
It's your vibe. It is totally your vibe. And the glow up story behind it about how you felt it first from within, and then you wanted others to be able to feel that same way. It goes, everything that you do ties back to that building of confidence within your patients. And I think that's so huge.
Absolutely. I think that, again, for so long I was working in acute medicine. This is in a corporate medicine sort of model. And even throughout that glow up process, I found my value in myself. And in that aspect, I was able to draw some clear boundaries and say, okay, I don't feel like I'm being valued in the way that I see myself, and I need to do something about that. So it helped me make some hard but clear decisions and helped me in that process as well.
Well, I give you a lot of credit because it's not easy to change your life in that way. It takes a lot of guts to be able to, take a turn and take a leap. You and I have talked about that. I felt the same way when I was leaving my corporate job to buy the magazine. It was one of those things where, it's you have this safe space that you've been in for so long and it's what you know, but you believe in something different.
You're conditioned to believe that there's safety nets all around you in this safe corporate job, but you don't realize what you're being stripped of at the same time and how false those safety nets can be.
100%.
Right?
Yes.
And so when I always say that at that time that I made this big leap, I bet on myself and I bet big.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it so much. Did you always know you wanted to be a doctor?
Great question. The answer is funny. So as I was growing up, I adored my mother, and she was a nurse. She worked at UMC before it was UMC.
Wow.
Okay, so quick question. Do you even know what UMC was called beforehand?
No.
Southern Nevada Memorial.
Wow.
So before UMC was UMC.
Too. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So she's worked there ever since the late 70s.
Oh my gosh.
And I would often be on the med-surg floor with her, right? We didn't have a lot of babysitters. She didn't trust a lot of people. I spent a lot of time in that nurse's lounge doing my homework in there and eating hot cocoa packets by like the powder.
Oh my gosh.
So then in that aspect, I grew up volunteering there, right?
Yeah.
Like I was just following all of these nurses around. So that's what I wanted to be at first.
Okay.
I wanted to be a nurse. So she has another nurse and I'm following her around. And then she goes, Candice, do you want to clean patients' shit up? And I go, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
And then she goes, yeah, well then become a doctor. And I go,
oh my God.
Oh, okay.
The look behind the veil. Seriously.
And from that point on,
yeah,
that's what set that direction in motion.
Yep.
And I had the pleasure of having some really, really kind mentors. One who took me underneath his wing. His name is Dr. Tyenko. He's since passed. But he was the one that delivered me.
Wow.
Right? He was my mom's OB-GYN. He was like the OB-GYN for everybody.
Oh my
And he
gosh.
delivered me. And so I then shadowed him in high school. I worked for him in undergrad. He helped me get paired up with Dr. Neeland, who's still a practicing pediatrician.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, at UNLV. And he took me under his wing. And he wanted me to go into OB-GYN.
Yeah.
He wanted me to take over his practice.
Of
but,
course.
I was like, nah, that's not really my interest. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But he absolutely, I'm forever indebted to him.
Wow. So literally the doctor who brought you into this world was such a guiding light for you through your whole medical journey in the end.
Absolutely. And
That's
so
crazy.
he would brag to all of these patients in the office, right? So
Yeah.
I'm working his front office and he'd be like, this is Candice. I delivered her.
It's so funny.
And I go, see, and nothing went wrong. Everything
and
was
I'm fine, so you're going to be fine too. Oh my gosh, probably these nervous moms walking in, they're like, oh, and you're like, it turns out okay.
It turns out fine. Look.
That is so funny. Oh my gosh, what a great story. And I never knew that about UMC. I've been here for 21, almost 22 years now, and I did not know that. That's crazy.
They probably changed names at some point early 80s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've literally been around medicine forever then.
Forever.
So it's kind of like a natural calling then.
It was a natural calling.
Yeah.
I was obviously always geared towards medicine in some way, and always knew that I was going to go that trajectory. But I'm a product of Las Vegas and Southern Nevada through and through, right? So I did all of my schooling here. I went to Clark County School District. I graduated from UNLV. I went to UNR Med. The only thing I went out of state for was just residency training. And at that time, it was because they didn't have a combined residency program for both internal medicine and pediatrics. That combined residency program wasn't as common on the West Coast as it was Midwest and East Coast. And that's the only reason I really traveled out of state and then came back.
Came right back as soon as you were able to.
Right back.
Yeah. I absolutely love it here. And I love the stories of the people who have grown up here and stayed, because it's such the changes we've seen even over the last 5 to 10 years are just nuts. And from the time when you were growing up here, it's totally different,
I lived in an apartment on Tropicana, right? And that was the south side of town.
Yeah.
That was the border.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you live far.
Yeah. My first apartment when I moved out of the dorms at UNLV was on it was in Silverado Ranch, and it was over on Eastern and Jeffries. But Jeffries was where the end was.
Yes.
There was nothing past Jeffries. So I remember
you were in the desert.
We were in the desert. We had Target, and at the time Nordstrom Rack was over there, which was great and dangerous.
Yes.
But that was it. And now I tell people, I'm like, the south side of St. Rose was just a dirt lot. People can't believe it because of Inspirata and everything that's being built over there, right by where your office is. I mean, that whole area, was dirt, when we were younger. It's just crazy.
When they were building Silverado High School, it was when they were building the 215, and they were using it for a movie.
That's right.
I want to say it was Die Hard.
That's
and
so
they were
funny.
where the highway ends, and they used 215 as the setting.
Oh my God, I never knew that.
Yes, I remember when going to Silverado was on a dirt road.
Yeah. Well, I remember when people would say, "Oh, I'm going to Summerlin," it's well, pack a lunch if you're going from UNLV, because all the stoplights
right
before the 215 was finished, and it's wild to think about that now. But we literally would have to stop. Every single exit was a stoplight. So if you were going to Summerlin, it could take you 45 minutes with no traffic just because of all the lights back then.
Exactly.
It was wild.
Exactly.
So, but anyway, well, I love the fact that you did all your schooling here. I love the fact that you're back and that you're such a supporter of all things Vegas. If you had to give people one piece of advice coming out of the summer, going into the fall as we transition for their skincare, what would you say?
Oh my gosh. All of the sun damage that's been accruing over the last 3 months.
I know, it's so bad.
I know. And we're catching up with people who kind of let their skincare take a backseat to enjoy their summer vacations.
Guilty.
Yeah, guilty as charged, right? We're playing catch up at this point. So make sure your skin is hydrated. Make sure that the skin turnover is there in terms of including a retinol into your regimen. We have lots of regenerative things to kind of keep that boosted and kind of repairing your skin after the summer's end. We're here for all of it.
Yes, keep the glow going through the season.
Exactly.
And men, don't be afraid either. Come and join us. Your wives will thank you.
Absolutely. Everybody likes to look at their husband with a nicer face.
100%. This is what I tell mine too. I'm like, you're beautiful. I want you to stay this way.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Anyway.
We should all have agency over how we age.
Agreed.
Both men and women.
Totally agree.
So,
well, I have to tell you, I absolutely love having you be part of the magazine with us. And I am always inspired every single time we talk because your story is just amazing. And I honestly, when you say, when you talk about alignment, high frequency, high vibes, it really just speaks to my soul. And so I am so glad that we were aligned in the universe. And I'm grateful to have you on the podcast today and as one of our partners in the magazine. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. And like attracts like, right?
Yeah.
So we attract each other's vibe, each other's frequency, but at the same time, we're just
putting it out.
We're putting it out and we're affecting others around us, right?
1,000%.
By just being ourselves and believing in the highest possible frequency and just emanating that.
I love it so much. Well, if people want to reach out and meet you themselves, what's the best way for them to contact you?
Just at Skin and Tonic. So website is www.skinandtonic702.com. Our Instagram is at skinandtonic702, and my personal one is at Dr. Glow Up.
I love it. Well, thank you all for listening today. Thank you for coming on with us.
Of course.
And we'll see you guys next time.